Pissed Off Pussy News, and I'm the Pissed Off Pussy. Trident is the UK's nuclear deterrent programme. 4 submarines that carry 8 Trident missiles with 40 warheads, the equivalent to 200 Hiroshima bombs on an underwater football pitch. Fucking cool, eh? No, not really. They could end human life on Earth, weapons of mass destruction that actually do exist, that we have made, and now use as a strap-on hairy chest, as CND's Alistair Mackey calls it, pointing nuclear guns at people who stopped being a threat before the submarines were even finished being built in 1994. Firing them missiles is the responsibility of the British Prime Minister. You know, currently that potato-headed nutter that doesn't care about anyone but his rich psychopathic mates. If the UK was wiped out, the submarine has a letter on board from the PM with instructions on what to do to fire the missiles. Unlike the USA, who at least have a system where the nukes can't be fired by the submarines without a code from the President or next in line to stop a nutter on board firing willy-nilly, our lot check if Radio 4 is still broadcasting. Not to worry though. Obviously the staff and security of civilization-ending weapons is top-notch. Not to be worried about, right? Ha! You fucking wish. McNeely, who served aboard HMS Victorious, leaked that safety concerns existed, such as ID cards were rarely checked, bags taken on board without being checked, failures in missile launch tests, alarms muted by crew to avoid listening to them, and crew members with clear psychopathic tendencies, shouting and punching walls, assaulting other crew because they'd lost a pair of flip-flops. So, nothing to worry about there. Since the USSR collapsed in 1991, the patrols aimlessly sail around the sea with de-targeted systems, meaning they're not aiming at anyone, apparently. Instead, can be programmed and fired in 15 minutes. So what threats do we have against us? Well, none. When being debated by MPs, ISIS kept being brought up. You know, those guys running around the Middle East beheading people with knives. Not really sure how nuclear submarines worry those guys, to be honest. Even if ISIS somehow took control of a nuclear power, such as Pakistan, a nuclear deterrent will not affect them because that small group's goal is to wipe out the West, even if it means they die too, believing they go to a better place as martyrs. So, there is no threat that we need them to counter anymore. So how much is our strap-on hairy chest costing us? At 2005 prices, the current system cost £15 billion. Then £2 billion a year running costs. Over a 40-year lifespan, that's £95 billion. The replacement the Tories want and will debate for in 2016 is estimated to cost between £17 and £24 billion, then £2 billion per year running costs for a further 40 years, which is 5% of the entire military budget, by the way. So since 1983 to the end of the replacement's life, it will have costed us up to £189 billion. For some missiles that cannot prevent death, only cause it. Contrary to international laws, they can't even make a distinction between competence and non-competence. So even turn us into terrorists with WMDs. Why don't we use the end of the current system's life as an opportunity to end this expensive, threatening, useless and technically illegal WMD? The public in polls don't want it. It will not save us if somebody wanted to nuke us. Join one of the many groups who protest against it, and together we can stop it. It makes you wonder if the tensions being hyped up with Russia by the USA are simply so their Lockheed weapons can be sold to us. Each missile costs £17 million, and they need to be sold. Join those protest groups. Let's stop giving cash for nothing to warmongers. Another way? Vote Jeremy Corbyn, then vote Labour. That was today's Pissed Off Pussy News. I'm the Pissed Off Pussy. Please click like and subscribe below for more. Bye bye.